successful companies and successful CEOs know that their character, their reputation, their vision is directly tied to the success of their business. So they manage that. And they don't all have to be rock stars. They don't all have to be charismatic, but their leadership qualities permeate throughout their organization. There's a wealth of tactics, but again, it starts with, managing one's reputation. It doesn't mean that promotion is inconsistent with character, but it still starts at home. Three things. The first thing is everything that they do, little things mean a lot. I know from my former life as CEO of various companies, sometimes people would say, well, why didn't you look at me when we passed in the hall? And I said, well, I was deep in thought. But I realized, the little cues mean a lot. The second thing, obviously, the big things mean a lot, your statements. And, I guess the third thing is your customers, take care of your customers, everything else will so it's employees, your pronouncements and taking care of customers. So we live in a world where information is instantaneous. What's happened in the world on Twitter, you will have known about 10 seconds later. I mean, it is amazing how social media and technology has changed the world in which we live. And so a smart CEO uses that to their advantage, recognizes that it used to be that companies would somehow try to manage the outflow of information and maybe try to hide stuff. I mean, there is no hiding, first of all, and there never was. But in today's world, there isn't any. So, if there's bad news, be upfront about it. If there's good news, promote it. Be authentic, and use the vehicles to disseminate information to your advantage. You know what? It always starts internally. It starts at home, because you can't fake brand character. Abraham Lincoln said, character's like a tree, and its shadow is a reputation. A reputation is, you can kind of manage, but a tree is for real. So it starts with the reality of the character and the vision internally, and then it permeates outside. You can't really, in the end, you can't fake character. You can't fake reputation. It starts and ends with character. Everything else is spin. When the tree is strong, the shadow will be deep and wide. If the tree is rotted, it will ultimately fall in an ice storm.